Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. I'm getting my dinner going, and today we're going to have shepherd's pie. My version of shepherd's pie, which technically shepherd's pie is made with the lamb. And it's an Irish dish. Many of you, I'm sure, know that. But I'm using ground beef, so I guess it's really called a cottage pie. Either way, it's going to be good. I don't care what you call it. So I just want to show you how I make mine. So I'm starting with my potatoes, and I just got them cut up, and I'm going to put them on the back of the stove here and get them boiling. Now I'm doing them just like I would mashed potatoes. If I was serving mashed potatoes and gravy, we will have some gravy. So I'm going to get these going. So let me get these back here. And we'll get these boiling. And you know it doesn't take long for potatoes to cook. Then we're going to get started on our ground beef. So let me get my skillet going here. Get that turned on high so it can get hot. I have almost 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to go ahead and cook it all. I may not use it all, but I'm going to go ahead and cook it all, and it'll be done. You know, do that. If you've got extra, cook it. What you don't use, you can always put in your freezer. So I am going to add some onion. I'm going to now dice up an onion with my very sharp Rada Knives. Y'all know how much I love my Rada Knives, and I can't quit talking about them. I just love them, and I want everybody to have one. So let's get this chopped up and added in. Now, I'm not sure, many of you, I'm sure, make this dish. I don't know how you do yours. Let me know. Let me know what you put in yours. I know I do mine a little bit different than even what Stephanie does hers. I put some vegetables in mine, and I make a gravy. Now I'm going to add some salt. A little bit. That wasn't much. I promise you. That was like a 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm going to get my onion in there. And we're going to get this gravy cooking. So let me get this browning, get it broke up, and when I get done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how I put this together. And hopefully by then my potatoes will be close to being done, and we can put it together. This is a quick, simple dish. You've got everything in it, your meat, potatoes. I'll have vegetables, and I don't know if I'll even serve anything with it, maybe some bread. But give me a minute and I'll be back with you, okay? Our ground beef is done, and I've drained it. There wasn't a whole lot of grease, so I drained off what I had. Now, I put a little bit of fresh garlic in while we were on the break, but I want to add some of the, and y'all know I like this. This is the seasoned roasted garlic. It's the Better Than Bouillon. It's the garlic base. Now I'm going to add just a little bit. This is a teaspoon. Then I'm going to add, a teaspoon of this roasted beef bouillon base. This is so good, and it smells so good already. Okay, so let's get that in there. We'll get it stirred up and get that melted in that meat. This is going to be so good. That's just going to give it a little extra flavor. Because what I'm about to do, and y'all know I like to do this when I make gravy, is I'm going to add a big old tablespoon of my brown gravy mix. I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon to this, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to add 1. I'm not going to add any balsamic this time. I know, weird for me, isn't it? We may come back and add a little bit more of that gravy mix. We'll have to see. Now, I have measured out a 1/2 cup of beef broth. And I am going to put this in here. I may need to add a little more. Right now I'm just going to start with a 1/2 cup. I don't want it swimming in gravy. I just want that little bit to make it wet, so to speak. Okay? And I have a bag, what I'm using, the mixed vegetables that you see, like you can make soups and such with, that's what I'm using. It has corn, carrots, green beans, and green peas, and that's what I'm using. Now, I'm just going to put a big handful in. Well, we want a little more than that. Let's just pour some and see what we come up with. And that looks about, I don't know, 1/2 cup. Can you see in that pot? I think you can. And that's what I want. Now, as I suspected, I'm going to need a little more broth. It's going to cook away, because we got to cook these vegetables. Now, I'm saying that these vegetables, especially these little green peas, are pretty much cooked, okay? They just need warming up. And to this, I decided I'm going to add another tablespoon of my brown gravy mix. Y'all knew I would anyway, didn't you? Oh, it smells so good. Now, I'm not adding any more salt because that garlic and beef base and the broth has plenty of salt in it. So I'm going to let this sit here, and it's got a nice little gravy to it. It's not swimming. It's just enough to make it wet. I am going to cover this, and I'm going to let it simmer for a few minutes while my potatoes finish up. They're not done yet, and by the time they get done and I get them whipped up, it'll probably be ready for me. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how we put this all together, okay? I got my potatoes ready. Now, I got mine in a piping bag. Actually, I got a zipper top bag, and I cut the end off, the corner off, and I put a star tip in it because I want to make it pretty. So my casserole dish, you know, I think I might spray it just a little bit. I don't know that it really needs it, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, so that's that. Take the lid off. Oh, this beautiful dish, y'all. This looks so good. It is not real juicy. It's got some gravy in it, but not an overabundance. Now, this is going to cook some more in the oven. It's preheated to 400. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bag, and I'm going to put a layer of my mashed potatoes down on the bottom. Oops, y'all know what? It just popped right out. That's okay. That is okay. It happens. Then let's just spread it out. Okay, so I've got a layer of potatoes in the bottom. Let's put a little bit more. I want it to come up a little bit. All right, save some for the top. Put some potatoes in there. I want to take and kind of push them up the sides a little bit, making sort of a well inside there. And now I'm going to take my beef mixture and I'm going to spoon it on top of those potatoes. Now, like I said, I'm calling it shepherd's pie. It's made with beef, so it really is a cottage pie. But, y'all, it's going to be so good. I can just smell it. Now, I'm not using all of that. I told you I probably wouldn't. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of these potatoes and I'm going to put them on top. Now, if my star tip hadn't have popped out, it would have made pretty design on the top. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. As long as you get it on there, that's all that matters. You can spoon it on, which is we're going to take our little spatula here and spread that out. I'm going to seal around those edges. Some of that's wanting to poke his little head through the top, and that's quite all right. You know how you do a meringue? You kind of take your back of your spatula or spoon and kind of make little design on the top, little whiffs. That's what I'm going to do. It looks like I frosted a little pie, don't it? Now, I'm going to put this in the oven, 400 degrees, and I'm going to bake this, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to watch it because I want the potatoes to get a little bit done, brown on the top, which is what you want. You don't want them totally brown. You just want those little peaks and valleys in there, just have a little bit of color. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to check it after, I'm going to say 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm going to check it, and if I need to add more time, I will. So y'all stay with me. I'll be back and show you what it looks like, okay? Look who came in. He just got in from work. Are you hungry?
A little bit.
I hope so. I made us
the more I smell, the hungrier I get.
Yeah, I made us a shepherd's pie. But I'll explain a little bit. Like I told them, shepherd's pie is an Irish dish, and it's typically made with lamb. So I made this with ground beef, so it's technically called a cottage pie.
Good.
So, and it's got vegetables in it that we like. So let's get us a big serving of this. Looky here. See all that meat and the veggies in there? And I kind of tucked it in between those potatoes. And it's got that gravy in it. Look there. Let's make it party.
Mm-hmm.
Now he'll probably want more, and we'll give him more. But isn't that a beautiful dish?
Simple little bit.
Yeah. And it goes back to both of our roots, Irish. There you go. And I'm going to make my plate. And we're going to try.
You want me to make it?
No, you try yours.
It's steaming.
I know, it's so hot in. I just took it out of the oven, so be careful.
Looks good.
I hope it's as good as it looks. Miss Patchy is in. She's wanting some attention right now. Yes.
What is it, girl? You want some too?
She's saying hey to everybody.
She sees us eating.
Y'all can't see her. See what we think about this. You got to get a bite of everything together, get the perfect bite. See all those veggies? Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think I got a little bit of everything in the first bite.
Yeah, I was taste testing it as I made it, so.
That's good.
Yeah. I thought you'd like it. And it's a one pot. When I say one pot, it's a one casserole dish meal. It's got everything you need.
Still hot though. But it's very good, tasty.
And it has the right amount of seasonings in it. It's not overpowering with the gravy mix or salts or...
No, I don't need anything else.
I don't either, and you know how I am. So, well, I got his approval on it, so I hope I have yours. And I hope you'll try this dish, and if you do, please let us know what you think about it. We love to hear from you. Please like, subscribe, share our channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know when we put out our next video. All right, see you soon, everybody. Bye.
Good job.